Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Aztac, and today we are taking a look at two items that could be good for everyday carry. Both of these items are from a company called KeySmart. They make a ton of different everyday carry items. I believe they have some knives, some bags, flashlights, key organizers. So if you're interested in checking out more of their stuff, I'm going to leave a link to their website in the description. So the two items that I have here are two of their most popular items, which includes what I have here is a flashlight and a key organizer. And I'm going to go over the details of everything. And we'll start off with the flashlight here. So as far as the flashlight goes, as you can see, it is a good size. It is not a tiny little flashlight. It's not a super big flashlight. Just depending on your preference, this could be good for everyday carry. But this light has a couple features that will make it a little bit different than your typical everyday carry light. All right, so starting off with the specs here, as far as the length on this light goes, it is 4.5 inches long, with the thickest part of this light here being about 0.9 inches, so almost an inch. The outer part that you see here, the grayish part, it is made out of aluminum, so it's very durable. It definitely feels like you can drop this thing and you shouldn't have any problems with it malfunctioning or anything like that. All right, so as far as the battery goes, it is going to have a 750 milliamp battery, so that's not too bad. If you notice on the battery, it does have the charging port on the battery, which is not my favorite thing. I wish they actually made the charging port on the light itself, so you can just plug in the light or whatever and not have to take the battery out to charge it. But it does last a long time. I feel like I don't have to charge this thing up very often, so it's not bad at all. Now, as far as the waterproof rating, before we put this cap back on, it is IPX4. It does, as you notice, have a O-ring there, so it will be like splash proof. You get a little bit of water on it, it's not going to affect that at all. You can't really dunk it in the water or anything like that, but you shouldn't have a problem like in the rain or anything. As you guys notice, it does have a removable pocket clip. The pocket clip definitely feels sturdy. It doesn't feel like it's gonna fall off on you while it's in your pocket. All right, so as far as the setting goes on this is gonna have 5 modes. It's not gonna be one of those lights that have crazy amount of modes, like 15 plus modes. All right, so as far as the modes go, it's gonna have your low, medium, and high. Hold it down a few seconds, you're gonna get your strobe mode. One more click, and that's gonna give you SOS. And as far as setting goes, that's all it has, which is not a bad thing. A lot of times, you prefer lights that are quick and simple, that you can just turn on and use them and not have to go through a ton of modes just to get to a regular light. So I really like this about that. So as far as the brightness goes on this, the low is going to be 100 lumens, the medium is going to be 250, and the high is going to be 600. So 600 is plenty bright for anything that you would need, unless you're like out in the woods and you need something super bright. But for everyday use around the house, that is plenty bright. And the cool thing about this also, it does have a memory, so whatever mode you had it on, if you turn it off and then turn it back on, it will go right back to that mode, so you don't have to sit there looking for the mode that you were in. So far the things that I've mentioned is your normal everyday flashlight, nothing special about it. But what's gonna make this a little bit different than the rest is a couple things. First of all, you have your magnetic base there, so you will be able to stick this on your car hood, anything metal, and be able to work with the light, hands-free. But the feature that really makes this light stand out is this part right here. You can go from a regular straight flashlight to kind of a side projectile flashlight, which that makes it really cool. I feel like that definitely helps out, because as far as using it for kind of like a work light, fixing your car, your toolbox, just different applications, you can actually use the magnetic base to stick this on there and shine the light, in the area that you need. As far as the magnetic part goes, sticks on there pretty good. You can have it twisted in any direction and it's gonna stay on there, which is pretty cool. So as far as like durability goes, I believe I've had this light for maybe like 4 months now. I gotta say, I didn't think I was gonna use it so much just because of the size. I usually don't carry something this big. I usually have that smaller O light, you know, different like smaller lights that I carry, but I just because of the functionality of the twist on there, I do use it a lot. Also, when I'm working on the car, on the motorcycle, you know, I always, you know, kind of stick it on the bike, and if I'm working like on a certain thing on the bike. So I definitely like that about this. It's one of those lights that, you know, could be very useful. You could add it to your collection, and you'll definitely pick it up once in a while to use it. So I definitely like this. All right, so as far as the other item that they sent me, this is the key organizer from the same company, KeySmart. And basically what this does is, it, just like I said, it organizes your keys. Instead of having crazy amount of bulky keys in a key ring, you know, you end up with something like this. Currently at the moment I only have a couple, but you can stick 7 keys on each side. On top of that, it does come with this bottle opener that's already included with this KeySmart. One of the cool features about this, and what makes this smart, is actually you can attach this, or you can connect this through an app on your cell phone and be able to track your keys from your cell phone. If you ever lose your keys, you can hit the button on the cell phone, and it'll make your keys ring. And you can actually even do that vice versa. So if you're lose your phone but you know where your keys is, it's one of those items, you know, you click that tile button that's right there, and it's gonna make your phone ring. So that's pretty cool. The only drawback is you do have to have your Bluetooth on. If you don't have your Bluetooth on, then it's definitely not gonna work. And of course, having your Bluetooth on could drain your battery a little bit more on your cell phone. So, but other than that, you know, at least it's an option. At least it's there in case you do lose your cell phone or whatever. The other feature that it does have that can be useful is, if you notice, it does have another little button there, and that button is actually a little flashlight. As far as that goes, if you're gonna enter into your house, you know, in the middle of the night and you need a flashlight, just hit that key, use it like that, and it works really good. As far as how long the battery lasts on this, because, you know, it does have a micro USB port there, and that's where you would charge this up. I would say, I think I've used this for maybe like a month and a half without charging it, you know, but having to charge it like every month, a month and a half, you know, that's not too bad. It definitely holds a good charge, you know, and it definitely helps to keep everything more minimalist. You know, as far as the keys go on here, they definitely feel, you know, like they're in there pretty good. They don't feel loose. I've had these on there for about 4 months, and the bolt's not coming loose or anything like that. They're not wobbly. So they definitely stay in put. They also include a bunch of little, I want to say, rubber washers, so it definitely keeps it a little bit more snug in there. So overall, I definitely like this. My wife is the one that actually carries this, and she really likes this. She uses it all the time. It actually stays on her keys. Overall, it is definitely like a good product for everyday carry use. A good product for to be able to minimize, you know, your big bulky keys. So alright, so that was pretty much it for these 2 items. Again, these are both from KeySmart. They're for everyday carry use, and so far I've had no issues with any of these. So if you guys are interested, I'm going to leave a link in the description if you guys are, you know, want more information or want to pick any of these up. And that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope this helped you if you guys are looking for any of these type of products. And thank you guys so much for watching Aztac, and we will catch you guys next time. Peace out.